Captain Gavrilov is a Ukrainian master. Who picked up a 1-month contract on a Sri Lankan flag vessel with a Sri Lankan crew from a manning agency in the Ukraine. And when he got to the ship, it was a ship that had been stored with armaments bought by the Sri Lankan government at the time, not the current one, and from the Red Sea, made in China. And when he got down here, he was arrested, the cargo was discharged, the crew were let go home, and that was 4 years ago. We call that the criminalisation of seafarers. This is the blame shifting and the scapegoating that goes on against maritime workers. So when we go down to work, we're just not facing the blight of flag of convenience ships and the blight of the abuse and exploitation of labour and the taking away of the legitimate right of national seafarers from developed countries to share in their own economy. We're there fighting for more basic freedoms. The freedom to go to work without being locked up. The freedom to go in an international industry where there are no laws or they make the laws up as they go along. And it is always the worker that pays the price. And the more senior the worker, it is the captain who spent his whole life aspiring to the highest possible maritime competency to be rewarded by being stuck here. Well, it's a beautiful country, but after 4 years, it's probably wearing a bit thin, comrade. So I've been here for 4 years, living out of the company's office, like Julian Assange, you know, he's in the nick now, in London, working out of the company's office, and with no pay, not receiving any pay, and with the legals hanging over his head, hasn't seen his children, got 2 sons, got a wife in the Ukraine, and it was only Oleg and the mighty MTWTU in the Ukraine, and one of the great, please stand up, Oleg, one of the great trade union leaders of the present and the future. And happy birthday to your boss, Mikhail, as well. And because this is the sort of solidarity, and it was drawn to Oleg's attention, who drew it to our attention, and now we're here standing by you, and I assured the Captain Gavrilov that we're not going to go away. We're not weekend warriors. We didn't stand beside you. We're standing beside you now, and you can assure we're going to keep coming and coming till you get home to your home and your family and justice is visited on your life, Captain. So part of the things, and you know, people ask, you know, why we weren't over at the Transport Workers Rally. We weren't really informed of it, but there's a little bit of slippage. But we've also, we work very closely with all the transport workers here. Sri Lanka is a place that relies absolutely on transport, and the ITF. We've come over here to support this country, but you know, they also have to understand it's a ride there for a ride back, as we say at sea, Captain. There's a ride there for a ride back. So there's some obligations in our support for the Sri Lankan government and the Sri Lankan workers and the Sri Lankan people that justice is served, and it's starting with you, my old mate. So can you please put your hand? Captain's going to say a few words, but here's a man, please, to be upstanding. Really give him a rouse. Now I say stand up, you say fight back. Stand up! Stand up! Stand up! We're going to be fighting back with you, my old mate. We'd like to say a few words.
Я приехал в эту прекрасную страну на работу на 1 месяц. Получилось так, что здесь уже 4 года. Я очень благодарен ITF, что она подняла этот вопрос. И здесь моей вины нету. Я абсолютно я имел все документы. На судне были представители Шри-Ланки, все члены экипажа Шри-Ланка. Чисто политический вопрос, поэтому...
That's it?
Yes. Thank you. Thank you very much.
And if you allow me, Paddy, just several words. It was not said, but I think it's worth saying that Sri Lankan Union, ITF affiliate here, did a fantastic job to support our seafarer, our union member, and I want you guys to stand up, seriously, because you did all possible. No, not all of you, but our colleagues from Sri Lanka. Thank you so much. Guys, seriously, thank you very much. For
Sri Lanka ITF, thank you very much.
You did a fantastic job. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, buddy.
Thanks a lot.